The spores have infected this land and we gotta purge it. Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here and we're off for more of a hat in time. In the last episode, we took out the final spire that we haven't done before. The bird cage, or the bird house. They call it the bird house, but it's in a massive cage. With all 4 spires done and every time that we grabbed a timepiece from those spires, these spores decided to, I don't know, spark or something, and decided to pretty much poison the goats and have made them, if I come over to this one over here actually, it should be over here, they've not only poisoned them but pretty much made them evil. They will not only hurt you now by touching, but they'll send you even further than they did before. I took that hit just to show off how dangerous they truly are. They were gentle giants before, not anymore then, not. And, well, we got 1, 2, 3 spawns to deal with. We already know what our target was because the camera focused on them. You cannot return this level to its original state unless you complete this level. So if you leave now, you'll still need to actually complete this mission in order to go forward. So what I like to do is go into a counterclockwise direction. So we want to focus on going over here, I believe. Is this the right way? I'm pretty... I think I've gone the wrong way. Yeah, this is not the right way. Sometimes it's hard to figure out which way you got to go. Your hat can help, but if you can already see the icons on the screen, that's pretty much what they're going to focus on. So you're just going to have to platform around this entire level all in one sitting without, you know, making a mistake. I believe that if, yes, you still have checkpoints when going around, but if you actually, well, get knocked out and have to retry, you lose all your life. I believe all the plants respawn, so you have to go through it all in one sitting. So you got to go to multiple different locations and go backwards through those very locations just to get back. No fast traveling allowed. And you cannot touch these spores, they will hurt you. So do not touch them. We do not want to be hit by their corruptive toxins. Speaking of corruptive toxins, basically they don't like... That lightning just set that... hay bale on fire. For some reason I just cannot say hay bale. I always want to say bay hail. So it's a curse. Right, so where are we going right now? Well, we're here. It doesn't look like we can go anywhere, except for the fact that if we look up here, we have new hooks. Some massive spores have just decided to be floating in the air, allowing us to go to new locations that we haven't been to before, in order to take out the menace themselves. That's the mother plant, it seems. We need to go take that out and do some de-weeding, but it's using its spores to attack us. We got to be very wary. By the way, we've just reached our 800 ponds needed for our final badge, so we will be grabbing that along the way. Alright, so this is where we need to be careful, really. We need to just continuously dodge these spores from hitting us. And, yep, that goat has seen us, so he is tracking us down, stomping after us. They're no longer gentle giants anymore. We need to purge this area and return them to their soft, giant, spiritual selves. De-weed this thing. And this place is now purified. The changes? The spores have now gone, and the goats have been purified, but they've been knocked out due to the sudden shock of it. That's only one sector done. We are now done. Now, I was planning on actually cutting out backtracking, but considering that you'll mostly be in new areas, we need to figure out how to get back through that way, because we haven't been in these areas before, and this is the only time that you can actually explore these areas. There are no collectibles. We've grabbed them all already, so there's nothing to worry about with that. I'm just trying to get into a good spot to actually make a leap of faith. That is not going to work. I don't think I can hook shot anywhere. Nope. Where am I going to spawn? I actually fell quite a ways away. And I spawned right next to it. So if you have the health to spare, you could just void out and you'll respawn back at the beginning of the area if you fell close enough to it, to the entry zip line. But if you're not, then be careful, because you don't want to actually get knocked out. You don't want to be grabbing heart ponds when you don't need to. And yeah, we completed that section of the windmill. Now we have to literally go back on ourselves, back to Goat Village, and make our way across. So the next one I want to go to is Lava Cake. So let's grab that pond there. Helpful. And yeah, this goat will actually not become purified until we actually go through this area. And I just realised I went past the Lava Cake one. I guess I just want to talk about the goats a bit more. Let's hop down over here. Let's go. Grab the ponds along the way. Might as well for upcoming mod things. If they cost and go into the badge seller's shop. Probably. Probably not. Depends. I believe that this is actually the one that's the furthest away. I think we have to go through like 2 whole sections in order to reach it. I believe so. I might be incorrect about that. Yeah, because like the citizen split. As we can see coming over this way, the way that we've actually got to go, it actually has one of the spores leading to it. So that's kind of points you in the right direction. But notice that that platform has been set on fire. That's why you have to use this. Yes, the level terrain has changed. It will not be exactly the same as it was before. Hell, even one of the spiders is gone. You say that, but I can't actually go onwards. This zip line... Oh no, this zip line is fine. It's just been seared by the lightning. All burnt at the tips. I mean, considering it's the lava area, you'd think that that would be normal, but no, that's not normal. And yeah, even though it's still saying that there is an item to find around here, we've got all the items. Because I'm pretty sure that I have my totals correct. I just edited the last few episodes, so they are on point. Because there's only one item left to grab, and it's not here. So I think it's just there as a standard. Nope. How did I miss you? I swung. Weird. But yes, we've swung up these, so we're in a new area yet again. Well, we're not in a new area. We're still in old areas, but we need to continue onwards. So what we need to do is not take this zip line. We need to go higher up. This area up here, this is where we need to go. So let's look for the spores. They're on the houses. So if you remember when we had to go get that yarn on top of that pillar and go pretty much up there, well, we pretty much have to do that again, but go on this house this time in order to swing across. Hookshot badge is obviously the most helpful. In fact, what are my badges? I haven't checked recently. No bulk, I don't think I need. It will probably be better for the hover badge in order to get back. Haven't used the projectile badge recently. The screw badge would actually be pretty helpful here. But I've been using the brewing hat quite a bit. So you know what I'll do? I'll take off the magnet badge because we don't really need a lot of ponds. We'll equip that. We'll switch. Oh, I was trying to switch, but I hit the cutscene. Alright, what we'll do is that we'll switch to the sprint hat, activate it, and go! Nope, that's not helping. We've now got massive roots, I guess. I didn't know what to call them for some reason there. We got massive roots, literally just coming out of the ground, causing shockwaves, and I'm dangerously low on health right now. You know what? Screw it. I'm going back to the magnet badge, because this is bad. Plus, when they come out, they make shockwaves as well, and they can hit you as well if you're near them on the floor. So you really need to keep your distance while going through. It's going to get tougher each time. I don't think it's the same in every location. It might be. I'm not entirely too sure. This is how I've always gone through this level while I practiced. Thank God that the fire here doesn't hurt us. We just run through it and just don't give a crap. Didn't know if I was going to make that jump. That was bad timing. There we are. Sorry about that. I had to pause there. Things were happening. Yeah. So we took that one out. That threw me off there. Just a dash all the way through. The sprint hat's actually quite helpful. I'm guessing the scooter's just too big and bulky for us to use it very well. Plus, we need to actually make a couple of big jumps. I just thought, I'll try the scooter, see if it works, but nah, it ain't working for us. And now we have to pretty much go all the way back to Goat Village, but we've got like that segment to go through. So I think I can actually spare you that, since if I make it back down to where we were before, we're back in the main area that we've traversed before. So once I make it back down to this zipline over here, there it is, it's down over that way, I will cut and I'll meet you guys back at Goat Village. Because like I said, you're not allowed to leave the level and come back. Obviously the level reset. And you can't just void out in order to go back if you don't have the health, which I clearly don't. So I'll have to make my way there back normally, and I'll see you guys back at Goat Village. Alright, I'm back. My hookshot kind of didn't latch on in time on a jump, and I took damage, so I need to find some heart ponds quick before I get knocked out. There's a heart pond right there, so I'm at least safe there. Don't really want the sprint hat here for now, so I go back to the brewing hat. Right, right, he's there. I feel like I'm actually going to play it safe and go around the long way this time, because I don't have the health, and more health ponds are at the front of the level than they are at the back. Plus, I can go talk to the badge salesman then. I could have left it for a little bit later until we complete the area, but like I said, heart ponds around here, and I kind of need them. Yeah, oh yeah, there. We can't actually take the route to the Twilight Bell, because it's actually covered in spores, and so we can't actually latch onto it, so there you go with that. Nah, I'm not going to take that, actually. Is the badge seller even down here? That's a question. Or has he fled due to the situation? No, he's actually down here. That is perfect. So we'll grab this on the way.
Please, disregard my twitchy behavior.
Unless you're on Twitch, then it's perfectly fine. The last badge is the Mumble Badge. This is all we need our money for. Let's spend it. This is going to take a while. All that money that we grabbed in this level was enough in order to get this. And we didn't actually game over that often in this level. Actually, no, we didn't game over in this level at all. So we didn't lose all of our life at one point. So we didn't even grab duplicate ponds unless we had to go back there for other reasons. So, yeah. way more than enough ponds on each direction. Right, that's not auto-equipped, is it? No, cool. Because we're never going to equip that, because you're never going to hear it, because, well, if I don't turn up the music so you can barely hear the mumbling, it's kind of pointless. It's just a pointless badge that's just there, and an expensive price. I didn't need to buy it, but for the sake of 100% completion, I wanted to. And that almost hit me, it looked, so that could have been bad. But we have Lord Helix on our side, so maybe things will be fine. So we're in the final part, the Bird Pass Fork. I forget which way we need to go. It's that way. Hey, by the way, you see that branch sparkling up there? I didn't actually talk about this in the fire area when that part of the bale of hay. No, that was in the movement section. See, that branch down below us just got shocked by lightning, and it's gonna start set on flames afterwards. There we are. So you can actually tell where the lightning's gonna strike, but it'll always strike before you actually get there. So, which way do we need to go? It seems over that way, so we need to hug it to the left in order to get over there. It's funny how it actually allows you to go into the wrong direction and make you waste time, but yeah, you're pretty much going through the entire level in order to get this done. And that's pretty much the boss. There's no traditional boss in this level. It's literally just these plants, and that is it. So, funny how grabbing our timepieces brought them out, or sped their growth, and we can't grab this ladder, not unless we... Ow, okay, I thought we could jump in order to get that. I'm pretty sure that's what we need to do. You know what? Wall's broken. I'll skip it. I'm pretty sure you can actually grab the ladder by jumping, but it didn't work out for me. It's fine. Might as well try. Right, so that platform's going to get set on fire, so we can't use that one, but that's fine. We can do a double jump slide. Grab that one. Now we can continue upwards if we want to. I'm just going to blow them up, see if we get ponds. I did not, so we're going to take the spores yet again. Switch my hat on the fly. Right, let's go. Final spore. Oh, okay, one extra swing. I kind of jumped the gun on that one. Alright, final spawn. I don't even know what the name of this is, so that's a thing. So yeah, the shockwave just knocked me down. They're kind of like the earthquake shockwaves that we had when going against, oh boy, the Snatcher and the outhouse, so that's kind of a thing. Oh boy. Ah! Stop knocking me over, it's not very nice. Oh no, I bumped on the bottom. That's not good. And I'm back at the beginning of the area. Give me a minute, gotta get back up there. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, when you fall, it is really punishing. So I'm just gonna bolt and go and not try to dodge anything. I'm just gonna jump over all this spawn and just run for it. The effect did not touch me. That shouldn't have knocked me over. But whoa! That was weird. Was that like a lightning strike? Yeah, that was the lightning strike effect that just goes off, and it just happened to be on top of me. Thank God that didn't actually hurt me. But with that, we are done. We've purified the area and took care of the spawns. The infestation has been cleared.
Is it over? The air is clear again.
You didn't sound so worried when the spores were going off, to be perfectly honest. You and your mates.
And the goats seem to have come to their senses again. I don't really understand it, but I assume we have you to thank. We found this in a cluster of those flowers after they wilted again. You were pretty insistent on going after the others, so I guess it belongs to you? Thank you for helping us.
We are the hero of the Alpine skyline, and maybe the timepieces have other effects that we're not entirely too sure of. Maybe they speed up the growth of things. Makes us wonder. By the way, despite all these goats being in the way, you can actually get over them very easily with that hook right there and go explore the world again. It is back to what it is before all those spawns got in the way. As you can see, we're able to actually go back to the... Oh no, the spores are actually still there on the Twilight Bell. I didn't actually realise, so it's not exactly the same. But once we do grab this timepiece, which is our semi-final one by the way, Alpine Skyline's 100% complete. And that's the only place we got to go next. We're not going to do that right now though. If we go back to Alpine Skyline, Obviously, the birdhouse has been completed now, but we get immediately booted into the finale. If we left and came back to this map screen, the finale book would already fill up, and it will be the only option you can choose. Even the time rifts are gone, so you are locked in to the finale until you beat it. Once you beat it, however, you can literally fast travel and go through the world like you normally would yet again, do the time rift, and of course, if you want to do the final level again, it's just segregated off of the actual map, so you just choose it as an optional level, similar to just warping to the time rifts, because you can do that once you complete them. But we have all badges, we have all hats, we have all yarn, we have all relics, and we have all but one token. How many do we have right now? We have 8. So we only have enough for 2 spins, not 3, because the last one would give us the 3rd spin. And, well, I think before we end things off, yeah, it's kind of a short episode, but at the same time, the episode's going to be quite long next time. We have a few coins left to spend, so let's give this a couple of whirls, and then we will open the door to the final level. Wow, it's just the one hat! And that's the, that's the second, that's the second, what's it called, flare? The Dweller hat flare. And of course we're going to land on it, it's nothing but that. I think we'll just take that to clear that out. We are running low on stuff, my boys and girls. Should have said my peeps. Oh boy. Well, that's one thing. One more spin? Might as well. Can we actually get a remix from another level? I mean, that actually looks like a remix right there. That, I can actually tell what that is because it's the most common one in this particular loadout. Because it's random as well and what's actually in it. That is a... Oh, wow! There's actually more here. Oh, do I want a conductor one? I don't know. What's the green one? Is that a time rift one? Because it's a swirly. I've never heard any other music for time rifts. I'm gonna re-roll because I can mostly see the snatchers smile. Yeah. Oh! You know what? Screw it. Let's claim it. Cookie dough. I think that was the final die. I think that's actually the final die in the game. Probably. I mean, we were running out, and we're like nice and vibrant, which is kind of cool because it kind of matches our ship, funnily enough. I kind of like it. But yeah, we can't roll it again. We have literally one more roll for anything that we can get our hands on in there. Of course, as I've said before, we can't get everything in the Rift Roulette, unless, of course, you play Time Rift mods, and you play mods to build up your Mod Rift tokens via timepieces or just collected tokens within the levels. That's the only way we're going to be able to have more spins, as well as mods that add items into the roulette instead of just giving them to you outright upon enabling them. There's many other things on the PC version that allow you to get more, and of course the PC version, when the modding update happened where it integrated modding into the main core game, instead of being regulated to the modding support beta version only, so it was taken out of beta, those 4 additional hat flares, which we actually have, by the way, the chicken hat, the, where was it, this one, the aviator hat, and the time stop hat, they were all added in the update, so yeah, crazy. Absolutely crazy. But there's literally only one thing for us to do now, is to open up the way to the next level. Turning on the lift into the attic, it seems. Powers must restore to the attic. The chapter Time's End is now available. We have all but 1 timepieces and all but 1 token. Technically 2 in the console versions. But that, guys, before we go up and face Moustache Girl from taking the rest of our timepieces, breaking into our ship, and literally ravaging the world with molten lava. We're going to be covering that in the next episode. So that, guys, I'll see you guys next time.